Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. It's been 2 months. It's been quite some time. But if you guys recall my last video I uploaded approximately 2 months ago, the date exactly, I do not know. But I uploaded the video. It was basically me playing door kickers. I also talked about the new game Takedown. It's coming out later in September, which is now a confirmed date, which I did not know at the time. Basically, I said in that video I was going to be disappearing for quite some time, for 2 months, to go away and train for the military. As many of you guys may know, especially subscribers of mine that have been watching my videos for quite some time, I basically mentioned like here and there that I'm in the military. I serve in the Canadian Forces. It's been about 2 years since I've been in, and actually it's been over 2 years since I've been in the military now. And I was gone away on a course, because basically the way the Canadian Forces works is you go away on courses, especially if you're a reservist. I'm a Class A reservist, by the way, so I'm not like full-time into this shit, which is kind of nice, because you get to go away and be like, oh, I'm a weekend warrior for a day, and you get to come back and be like, alright, let's enjoy civvy life and fucking eat McDonald's and be a fat ass and sleep in a lot and actually have a bed and can take a shit as long as I want. I don't have fucking time constrictions on how fast I have to go to the bathroom. All these wonderful things you take for granted as civilians, and then you go away from military training and you live the harsh go, hurry the fuck up and wait style life, which isn't too bad, isn't too shabby. I fucking enjoy it, which is why I do it. And yeah, so I'm back now though, and I'm going to be getting back into YouTube. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you can probably see I've actually posted a couple pictures from the summer. There's a whole bunch of pictures. I remember even tweeting about how I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get together some videos and pictures and put it together, because apparently we had a video guy, or we had someone who was taking pictures and pretty much documenting the entire course for us and compile it all onto a CD for the end of the course when we were coming back. Problem with that is the pictures, we didn't have enough time to put everything on the CD, so we only got like maybe 60 photos or something like that, which even then I'm not allowed to show them, so I can't. There's only a few I'm able to show, which don't show much, which is what I posted, what I tweeted, our platoon, a platoon picture, and then a picture of my section, which we were the #1 section. I don't give a shit what anybody else says. The instructors even flat out told us we were the best section, so, whatever, man. Like, we were switched on motherfuckers. It was awesome. Besides the point, I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. But anyway, I posted those pictures, but everything else I cannot show, unfortunately, because there was some pretty fucking gnarly shit, especially the videos they took. I mean, we were doing some pretty sweet close quarter drills, using our assault rifles, the C7A2, which is basically an M16 variant, except not trying to be all better than America, but the C7A2 is a better adaptation of the M16A4. It's just better made. It's more reliable. It works in better weather conditions. Because we're Canadian, right? So it's got to work better in colder conditions, which it does. It's just a better all-around weapon, although it's pretty much identical to the M16. And then we're having a new C7 or something. We have all this new shit that's coming out sometime in the future. I don't really know. But basically, that's it. I can't show you guys those videos or photos, which, like I said, is a damn shame, because there was some pretty fucking sweet shit on there, but I can't show you. So basically, I went away for summer and trained to kill things for approximately 2 months. Like, I learned all these weapon systems, which I've already done last summer, so I already knew the vast majority of the weapon systems that we were learning again. We've done some defensive and offensive exercises and stuff like that, and of course that's just the way training works. You go through the basics, right? You go through all that shit and you get into more advanced stuff. And then we did more advanced stuff. We even did some stuff we're technically not even supposed to be doing on the course, which I'm not going to talk about, but that stuff is technically not in the course, but since we had the time for it, they're like, fuck it, we want to train our troops to be the best of the best, so let's slip in these things that you only really learn at a later level. And yeah, pretty good stuff. I got to do, if you guys actually saw the video I uploaded before too of the Kansoff comm, I know it has like 40,000 views now. It's just fucking crazy, which I'm not surprised. I didn't even monetize it either, actually, because for one, I didn't create the video. It was a video that was uploaded by, or created by the actual Kansoff comm unit, which is like a thing, which is basically this, I wouldn't say a corporation. It's basically a unit housing a whole bunch of units. I don't really know how I'd explain that properly, but basically, it's a special forces branch, and they have Sijiru, which is like a chemical warfare, anti-chemical like unit. This is no secret. Everyone knows about it. And you got JTF2, which is counterterrorism unit. And you got CSOR, which is basically an advanced infantry / counterterrorism. They're kind of like the lower tier of JTF2, but they're used more on a larger scale, where JTF2 is more small scale, more unit or tactical, basically counterterrorism stuff. Like, they're not really going to be... CSOR will do a lot more shit than JTF2 in terms of like how they... CSOR is more infantry styled, and JTF2 is a hell of a lot more like SAS, Delta Force, you know, that kind of shit, which is pretty fucking badass. But that video showcases them doing what it is they do, and it's pretty fucking badass. And you may recall at the very beginning of the video, you see them, they all rappel in from helicopters and shit. I got to do that, which was fucking sweet. Not from a real helicopter. I'm not going to try to butter them and be like, yeah, we fucking rappelled in from choppers and shit. That was fucking cool. No, but we got to, it was a simulated helicopter, like over 3 stories high. And it had, you basically have to sit on the side and you kind of lean out and then you rappel in exactly the way they do. And I got to do that shit. That was fucking awesome. Rappelling and all that great stuff. All the tacticalness of that. It was a pretty fucking great experience. I really enjoyed the summer / hated it. It was a pretty brutal, fast-paced summer. Now, I know a lot of guys are probably thinking like, oh, well, you're reservist. Like, what the fuck, you know? Well, I'm going to clear things up right here because people don't really tend to know the difference. Like, we've had generals, and I've actually, last year I actually got to shake the hand of the Minister of Defense of Canada, which was fucking sweet. And I've actually met pretty high up people, and we have generals come in all the time, and they'll come and talk to us as like our course, and they'll be like, oh, you guys are amazing, and you're doing a good job, and blah. And you know, the typical jargon that they fucking spew on us to make us all like, give us morale boosts and shit like that. But it does work, and they actually do speak honesty when they talk about these things. And basically, the truth is, the reservists apparently were respected more. The Minister of Defense said this, and I'm not going to quote him, or you're not going to hold me to the thing that he's, whatever, because if you were to go talk to him now, he probably wouldn't fucking remember. But basically, he said they really respect reservists, almost to the point where they respect them a little bit more than the actual regular force members. The reason why is because we can leave whenever the fuck we want. We're not like, when you sign on for the regular force in the Canadian Forces, which is full-time, you're signing a contract at a minimum of 3 years. And you cannot leave, you cannot do anything. You are stuck there for 3 fucking years. Whereas reservists, we volunteer. We, like one French guy put it when we were doing our fucking Stalwart Guardian exit towards the end of the, after we graduated our course and everything. You know, he's like, you come in here, you get kicked in the nuts, and then you go home. And that's exactly what he said, but he said it in a really funny-ass fucking French accent, so picture that in your mind. I'll give you a moment to think about it. Picture it. It's funny, eh? Yeah. Anyway, so basically, reservists volunteer their time, and we're not obligated to be there at all. And we're getting paid pretty fucking good, too. So I'm not going to say it's about the money. A lot of us do it for the extra money and the benefits and stuff, but I just love the Army altogether. But I also love my civilian life. I love coming home, hanging out with friends and family and shit like that on a regular basis, and doing civilian style stuff. So the reserves are perfect in that balance between you go away from military life and you come back and you're back in home, and it's fucking great. The thing about reservists, though, people tend to think we're not as trained or nearly as skilled as Reg Force members. And I can tell you straight up, that's fucking bullshit. Reservists are trained pretty much to the level of Reg Force members. In fact, we rank up like 5 times faster than the regular force members do. For example, when you're a regular force member and you become a private, a fully trained private, you will take 5 years to become a corporal, whereas in the reserves it takes 2. Like, I'm gonna be a corporal pretty fucking soon, as I was told. I actually have to go away for some medical shit soon to go get evaluated and then see if and then get my promoted to corporal, whatever, and all that jargon. Basically, we get promoted quicker because we're, for some reason, I don't know why it is actually. I can't really tell you what the time constraint is or how it works, but basically we just get promoted quicker, and we still have the same level of training of regular force members. The only difference between regular force and reserve members is we don't have the luxury of time and repetition. So a lot of what Reg Force members do is a lot of repetition. They repeat the same shit over and over and over again. They're gone for like 13 weeks of basic, for example, and we'd be gone for like 4 or 5, I think. Not that long. We're gone for like a month, where they're there for like almost 3. And the difference is that their shit is, we do the exact same stuff. It's just theirs is dragged out over a longer period of time. And the difference is they're a lot more relaxed. Now you're probably thinking that wouldn't make any sense, but in reality, we got fucking shit on. Like, I can't even begin to describe to you how reservists get their asses handed to them. When you're on course and you have fucking crazy ass staff members, you will do hardcore, non-stop, no fucking sleep, like sleep deprivation to the maximum. You get forced rest at times, but that forced rest is not anywhere near as long as you would think it is. Like they would give you like, oh, here's an hour. Like fuck, I got an hour to sleep, which in turn wouldn't even make you feel better. You get that like teaser sleep and you wake up and you're all fucked up even more so than you were before. But basically what I'm saying is that we don't have the luxury of time and repetition, and that's the difference between the reserves and the regular force. Regular force is a lot more relaxed because they have all the time in the world, right? Whereas reserve members have this very tight time frame to adhere to, and they have to dish out as much cock as they can within that short time frame, and that's generally what it is. We get like, it's pretty fucking brutal to be a reservist in that sense, whereas like I said, regular force is a lot more relaxed. So we're not, the only difference between that is that we get to go home after, and we don't get the luxury of repetition. Like I said, repetition, I mean by that is that they will train doing the same thing over and over and over and over again so many fucking times that you'll go mad, but you'll get good at it. And it's not saying that we don't get good at doing what we do. We just don't have the luxury of time of being able to repeat the same fucking attack, for instance, over and over and over again, because we have like 7 years to do it. You know what I mean? Like we don't, it's not like that. I kind of exaggerate that extremely, but you know what I mean? Where we have like a day to do something. A perfect example, we'd be learning a weapon system, and it was very rushed. Like everything was rushed within the first month. And we were trying out we were actually on the brand new system. They changed the entire system for our type of course that we were doing, which is why I ended up repeating a lot of the shit I did the year previous. But, you know, whatever. And we learned some new cool shit, and we did a lot of fucking awesome stuff. So I'm not regretting anything about this summer. And basically, what I was saying is that we'd be learning a weapon system, and literally the very next day, almost the next day, so we'd be learning the weapon system, and then you get tested, right? You have to be tested to make sure that you can obviously operate the weapon efficiently so that you qualify to go on the range and actually fire it. And we were doing that in like a day. We'd be learning pretty much everything at the beginning of the day, then we have the test at the end of the day, and then we'd be on the range the very next day. Like it was like pretty fucking speed demoning through everything. It was speed demoning. Sounds kind of retarded. That didn't make any sense. Basically, we just fucking rushed through things really, really quickly. And I remember last year, it wasn't like that at all. I'd be like, okay, we're going to take like a week to learn a weapon system, and then you'll go on the range at the end of the month or something like that. Like, it was completely different. Whereas this time, it was like, you were on the range pretty much then within the next fucking 24 hours of learning the weapon system. And it was a lot of fun, though. It was fucking great. I mean, we had so much ammo to fucking get rid of, and we've done some pretty cool drills in, you know, the use of getting rid of them. Because he doesn't like, apparently our course warrant doesn't like handing in extra ammo. So, yeah, we make better use of it by firing it all, which is cool. Problem is you have to pick up brass after, which is really annoying. But, yeah, so it was a great experience overall. It was a lot of fun. But now I'm back, and I'm looking forward to YouTube again, because I love gaming. And this year's going to be a hell of a lot of fucking awesomeness for gaming. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. You got the PlayStation 4 coming out, you got the Xbox One coming out. And although a lot of you guys are probably like, well, the consoles, fuck consoles, man. Well, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Like, what, are you gonna judge me or something? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to the consoles mainly because of the games, not the consoles themselves, just the games. The games look good. I mean, I saw Rise, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna cream myself. Titanfall, all these really, well, Titanfall you can get on PC also, but you know what I'm saying. There's a bunch of stuff coming out, and I'm really looking forward to the vast majority of it. And then there's also Takedown Red Saber. It's coming out later in September, which I will definitely be playing a fuck ton of, which I will talk about at some other point, because I've been mentioning that game even before I left, and actually my last video mentioned it. It's a tactical shooter. It's a true tactical shooter, going back to the roots of like Rainbow Six, Athena Sword, I think, Black Arrow. No, not Black Arrow. You know what I'm talking about. The old school Rainbow Six game. I can't even remember. I have to literally look at my Steam library right now to properly see the actual name of it. Yeah, it's Athena Sword. Okay, yeah. So it is Athena Sword. You know what I'm talking about. The old school Rainbow Six, SWAT 4, SWAT games, you know, like those really good. It's going back to those roots, and it's going to revitalize that genre and hopefully make things really awesome in the future, and maybe they'll come out with a sequel or something, or who knows. Things are looking good. And speaking of which, I'm playing America's Army Proving Grounds right now, which I will make a video about, because I've been playing this the past couple of days, and I'm not going to lie, I'm enjoying it. Although it is America's Army, but it doesn't feel like America's Army at all. See, I'm already starting to get into it right now. I'm not going to. I will leave that for the fucking first impressions, which is not even going to be a first impression because I've been playing this for the past, like, I have an hour in this game so far, which you're thinking is not a lot at all, which it isn't, but it definitely, it's first impression time frame, you know, play it for an hour, give you a general impression of how the game plays. But I'll definitely be making a video sometime this week. Hopefully. I'm not going to say definitely. I make promises all the time now. I'm not going to make promises. I'll try to get a video out this week of America's Army Proving Grounds, telling you about it and whether or not it's actually good. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm back. Can't wait to start getting back into YouTube full-time again, or part-time, or a lot. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I shall see you next time.